From my experience, women over 35 are not moldable. What I mean by moldable, it's just my own word that I made up. You know, you can't mold something that has already been molded. You cannot train something that has already been trained. Like a dog, right? If the dog, is past a certain age and it's been trained a certain way, you know, you're not gonna be able to retrain it. There is such thing. There is such thing as you cannot teach a dog or teach an old dog new tricks. That's real talk, man. The girl I was dealing with recently, we were talking on Messenger for a little bit, and the moment I say something like something that she doesn't like, or the moment I don't pay attention to what she's doing or what she says, she gets upset and she bails out on me. So I'm like, this is one of the reasons why I don't like females around my age, because a lot of them they take everything so goddamn serious, and their feelings get hurt really easily, and they expect you to be a certain way, right? If she was a younger woman, okay, she wouldn't have been tripping like that, okay? She would not be tripping like that. That's the reason why I do not like females over 35. And there's other men out here that don't want to deal with them either, especially men who got their shit together. Especially men who do not want women over a certain age. There is a cutoff date for a lot of females. In other countries, your cutoff date is 30. If a female haven't, I mean, if a female hasn't found a partner, meaning man, okay, if she has not found a man by the time she's 30, it's a total wrap. Out here in the West, we're a little bit more forgiving. We'll give you to 35. But if a woman has not found a man by the time she's 35, here in the West, it's pretty much a wrap, like a real wrap. 30, just like Kevin Samuels said, around 27, 28, 29, 30 is the danger zone. Okay, you're in the danger zone when you hit your late 20s. Okay, once you hit your late 20s, you are in the danger zone. Us men, we can screw up through our 20s, 30s, and 40s and be rich by 50. Okay, time is a little bit more forgiving for men, but for women, no. No, time is not forgiving for women. And women nowadays in America, modern day women, they think they can do what a man do. Screw around with the top tier men in their 20s, or Chad and Tyrone or the bad boy, okay? You know, and then settle down in their 30s. That shit don't work like that. You feel me? That shit don't work like that. You want to settle down, it's got to be in your early 20s. But, nowadays, women, they want to hoe it up so much that they'll say, well, I'm too young to get married. And they'll be like 22, 23 years old. But that's when, women are at their best, fertile wise. Okay. They're at their best around 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Nowadays, women should be looking for a husband around 23 years old. Okay. I mean, shit. You had, you know, I mean, you had from 18 to 23 to party it up. I mean, that's 5 years right there, right? You know what I'm saying? Shit. But females nowadays here in the West, they don't think like that. They don't think like that. You feel me? They don't think like that. They think like, well, I'm gonna do what the men do, which is clown around and play around in my 20s, and then when I get to be 30, 31, 32, I'll settle down and get a husband. That shit don't work like that. You can't just grab a fucking husband out of your pocket. There's a process to marriage. Okay? There's a process. It takes you don't know how long you're gonna be engaged. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how long, you know, that engagement is gonna happen. So you have to fucking, or you don't even know when the engagement is gonna happen. It's not, I mean, you don't know when the engagement is gonna happen. You don't know. All you can do is, try to get married as early as possible for a woman. But women want to be whores and sluts nowadays here in the West. You see, we are in the thought culture with the Nicki Minaj, the Doja Cats. You see what I'm saying? You know, the Megan Stallions and shit like that, man. We living in a thought culture where females think that it's okay to sling their body around in their 20s. You know, you can't do what men do. And feminism has taught them that, right? Feminism has taught them that they can do what men can do. Excuse me, we do not have vaginas that can get stretched out a whack. You know what I'm saying? Pussies can get stretched out over time. Wear and tear on pussy is real. Okay, it's like a fucking car. That's why women should not have multiple partners. Let me tell you, the female that I was just dealing with, she comes in and out of my life all the time, man. And this time she came in acting up as usual, mad because I fucking didn't remember, her fucking van or her SUV or whatever. It's like I don't give a fuck. I don't let that female hold her pussy over my head. I'm just not gonna do it. I don't even contact her at all. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even contact her anymore. It's like, okay, I'm done. And I don't even care if I don't have options. It's like I'm not gonna sell my short for a female around my age. The bra is a little older than me, man. She about 40, I don't know, like 44 or some shit like that. Maybe 43 or somewhere around there, right? And she coming in acting like a little princess. Okay, this is what simping has done to a lot of these uh, modern day women nowadays. The simping has made these females so entitled that if you say something wrong, you know, they're out of there. You know, and the thought culture too, man. The thought culture has taught these females to sling their bodies back and forth like ping pong. Okay, you know, running around with the Chads and Tyrones, and running around with the bad boys. Okay, the thought culture has taught them that you don't have to settle down, girl. Wait till you get into your 30s and then you can find a woman. If I find a man, okay? Nah, nah, nah. By the time you get to be 30, it's pretty much too late. You know what I'm saying? Unless you find a man at age 30, but nah. For the most part, females are finished after 30. Now, we do give you grace period, but most of the times, women are finished after age 30, you know, unless they luck up and find a man around that age, and then, um, you can be engaged for a couple of years and you be married before 35, right? But that's not the case all the time. That doesn't happen that way all the time. So that's why females nowadays, man, should try to find a man before a certain age, like 30, okay? But by that time, if they haven't found a man, it's pretty much a wrap. You know, all the mental issues, okay, that a lot of these females have after a certain age, they are real. They are real. You know what I'm saying? You can't mold a female that has already been molded. You can't train a female that has already been trained. You cannot, like, take some of the mileage off the woman's pussy, okay? Especially if she done had kids. Oh, man. Okay, she'll never be the same after that. After kids, women are never the same. Trust me. Don't matter how many fucking sit-ups they do. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much they work out, they'll always have that little pooper pouch from having that kid or them kids. If she had more than one, she'll always have that fucking pooper pouch, on her stomach. Okay, her frame will be out of whack. I seen women who never had kids, man. Their bodies are nearly perfect. They're slim, trim. Okay, their midsection is not out of whack. They don't have a pooper pouch. Everything looks perfect. Like some of these Thai women. Okay, you could tell if a female has had a kid or not. Okay, you could look down there and be like, okay, this female got stretch marks. She got the pooper pouch. You know what I'm saying, from having that kid or them kids or whatever. You know what I'm saying. um, her midsection will be out of whack, and it's hard to get back into tact. You know, but the thing is, some of this can't even talk. Some of the Asian women, okay, stay the same even though they have a kid. That's one thing about Asian women is that when they have a kid, right, they go back to way they go back to the way they looked before they had a kid. But some of them, even some of them, when they have a kid, they look different. Okay, you know, even then, you know, with some Asian women, some of them they're gonna look different after they have that kid, man. You know, what's up, Kratos? You know what I'm saying? So, after a certain age, females are not moldable. Okay, you can't mold something that has already been molded. It's like Play-Doh, blood. You know, you come along and you look at the piece of Play-Doh that's on the table, and you look at it, it's you know, it's been molded already. You know what I'm saying? Somebody tried to fucking mold it into a snowman or a transformer or something like that, or somebody had their way with that Play-Doh, okay? And you come along and you try to like mold it back to the way it was before it was molded, okay? Yeah, that's nearly impossible. It's already impossible, man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody came along and already molded that shit. Now, what you want is the Play-Doh that has never been molded, so you can mold it into your own. You know what I'm saying? You know, what I mean, that's why you want the young women. Young women, you know, for the most part, don't have all these mental issues that these women past 30 have. Okay, now some of them I done ran into some females who have mental issues. Okay, I have ran into a 20 or 21-year-old who has been done wrong by the Chads and Tyrones, and then you come along and they doing the same thing that the older women be doing. But those cases are very few though. Okay, those cases are very few. There's only a few women, young women, who do that. For the most part, what I have experienced from young women is that they don't trip out on little shit. It's only them fucking women past a certain age, like 30, 35, they trip off the little shit. Just like the female I was dealing with just recently. She's tripping off very little shit. And then they don't want to see you no more. Like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's my own personal problems, though. That's how I handle my problems. That's how I handle females. You know, I don't allow no little tiny shit to to like fuck with me and shit. You see what I'm saying? You know, and that's one of the reasons why I do not want a female around my age. Most of them got mental issues, man, from all the fucking dicks going inside of them. Okay, they've been in relationships. They've been abused by the bad boy and Chad and Tyrone. Okay, they've been abused, and then by the time you find her, they're already broken. I mean, by the time you find them, they're already broken and shit. You know what I mean? So you don't want these type of women after a certain age. They're done. They're finished. And like I said, man, when I get back up on POF, right, I'm seeing some of the same women that I saw before I stopped fucking with the dating apps. Okay, like I remember that dating site called Tag, right? That's one of the first dating sites I started fucking with a while back. Okay, I get up on Tag and I'm seeing some of the same women that are still fucking single after how many years that fucking website been up, okay? I go back to Tag and I'm seeing the same females that I had conversations with back in 2000 and like 13 or 14, somewhere around there, and they're still looking, they're still single. That's bad. Well, they say, well, okay, you're single to this day, but bruh, I can get my money together and I can still start a family. There's no limit with men, okay? You know, there's no limit to us, but there's a limit to a female though. You know what I'm saying? You know, especially if a woman has had kids by another man, she's pretty much screwed for life, unless she's a bad chick. If she was a 8, 9, or 10 in her prime or some shit like that, then maybe yeah, she could find a husband. But even then, that shit won't last. You know, that shit won't last. Because nobody wants to take care of another man's kids. You know, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to take care of another man's kids. Yeah, sure. You know, a guy will come along and he'll play stepdaddy, right, for maybe a year, you know. But after a certain time, you know, after that time, he's looking for something else because you and his you and those kids are getting on his nerves. He's looking for the better deal for him. Before you know it, that girl Amy, been hitting on him and shit lately, and she has no kids, and she's younger. So he's gonna be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go over here because I'm getting tired of her and those kids. Especially if the guy is successful or something like that. I've seen successful men get with these females that are past 30 with kids, and that shit does not last. Like, what's his name? Drake, right? He was with a female that had a kid or something, or two or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And he was with that female for several months before he got tired of her and that kid, and he bailed out on that broad because he has what? He got options. He don't have to deal with her fucking shit. A lot of these females, they have kids and they got all this baggage, but they still entitled at the same goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? That shit is funny as hell. How are you entitled and you got kids by another man? Like this female that I was just dealing with, okay? She got four fucking kids by two men, two each. She had kids with a man, with two men, okay? She had kids with two men. Sorry, guys, I just woke up. I'm bumbling and stumbling over my words and shit, so you guys got to bear with me. Uh, and she's like out here acting like she's a princess, and she don't have to take this, and you know, you say any little thing, she's out, and you see what I'm saying? I'm like, wait a minute, but I don't have the baggage. You have the baggage. You know what I'm saying? You got baggage from another relationship or two. I don't have any baggage. You should be bowing down to me. And you should be lucky that I'm even having sex with you or hanging out with you. You know what I'm saying? Go deal with the Tyrones that you was dealing with. And I doubt the motherfuckers that you were dealing with were Tyrones. This female's like a five at best. You got thirsty motherfuckers always hitting on her. You see what I'm saying? So, in summary, we do not want women past a certain age because number one, they got mental issues. Number two, they got kids by other men. Number three, they're already molded. They're already trained by other men. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. You can't mold something that has already been molded. You see what I'm saying? That's why men go after younger women. These women could be molded. A 22, 23 years old, they could be molded. They're very easygoing, most of them. And I have met some 22, 23-year olds who have been damaged or broken. But for the most part, 22, 23-year-old women, they're the most flexible. They're the most easygoing. You know what I'm saying? They're the most fertile. They're the most tightest in the body and the vagina. Okay, the body's tight, the vagina's tight. Everything is tight, including their face. They're more stunning in the face. A lot of these females, they gotta understand that, you know, your looks in your face after a certain age, after 25, starts to decline. Starts to decline. Okay, every year that goes by past 25, your face starts to sag more and more and more. And I'm even looking at some of these Thai women. Okay, after a certain age, you could just tell that their face is not the same. Okay, you know, you can tell a young female that's 22, 23. You can tell the difference between a 22 and a 23-year-old chick and a 27, 27, 20, 27, 28, 29. Okay, you could definitely tell the difference between the two, between a woman in her early 20s and a woman in her late 20s, just by her face. Anyway, I gotta go, man. You guys have a good day. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button and hit the Cash App on the way out. Support this channel. I really appreciate the donations, man. The donations come in that help me eat, man. You know what I'm saying? Buy dinner and all that other good stuff, man. And gas too, and bills. Have a good day. Subscribe, like, comment. I'm out. Peace out. Take care and bless.